Hey guys, it's the Coaster Battleman here, bringing you another Wheel of Coasters video. This is the States Challenge. So, the wheel, I don't know why I made the wheel much bigger, but I just thought it'd be funny to do. So, these are all the states in the United States from my previous video for the roller coasters, and if I don't know any coasters from that state, I can go on to this website, ultimaterollercoaster.com, I think. Whoever made this website for making it's a sweet website. And it's going to be a team battle. Both teams will get 8 coasters each, and you guys can comment down below which collection is best. This is the first spin. And it is Idaho. Nice way to start. They have some good coasters, and I'm going with Aftershock at Silverwood. This is a great Vekoma coaster. Definitely the best Vekoma Giant inverted boomerang, in my opinion. There's also Tremors in Idaho, which is another great ride there. And we get Florida. I'm going with Kumba on this. Some people say it's the best coaster in Florida. I think it's one of the best. Great coaster, has some awesome elements, cool inversions, a vertical loop that goes over the lift hill. Just a cool coaster. And we're moving on to our next spin, which will be Georgia. Great state. It has some nice coasters there, but one coaster that stands out is Goliath at Six Flags Over Georgia. Great coaster by B&M, great hyper. And now we're moving on to our next spin. Which will be Minnesota. I'm going with SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge. Man, this coaster's name is long. I'm just going to write RBP instead because this coaster has, I don't know, a long name. But let's move on to our next spin. SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge really does have a long name. That's why I didn't type it all. So, yeah, let's move on to Pennsylvania. So, great place for roller coasters. And this is for Team 1. I'm going to go with Phantom's Revenge at Kennywood. Great coaster. The second drop is bigger than the first. There's some sweet ejector air in there. And it's just a very fun ride that's very fast. It goes 85 miles per hour. It's pretty fast, man. But let's move on to our spin. And we get Kentucky. I'm going with Storm Chaser at Kentucky Kingdom. Storm Chaser, a great RMC. It's known for being one of the best coasters by RMC. Definitely the best coaster in Kentucky besides Lightning Run. Storm Chaser and Lightning Run are both the best coasters in Kentucky. I think I'd give them a tie because they're both very good. And we get Oregon. So, I don't really know too much about Oregon's coaster lineup. So, I'm going to scroll all the way down. And there's a few rides. I'm going to go with Looping Thunder, which is a Pinfari. So, yeah, pretty bad coaster. But overall, the collection that Team 1 has so far for the first half is solid. Aftershock, Goliath, Phantom's Revenge, great top 3 so far. And let's move on to our final spin of the first half for Team 2. And we have Arkansas. I'm going to go with, because I don't know any rides in Arkansas, I'm going to go with the X Coaster. Looks like a very cool coaster from Moore. I know the capacity isn't the best, but it looks like a cool coaster. So let's move on to the second half, which is starting now, with our next spin for what state will get a new coaster on. Indiana, that's a great place. I'm going with Voyage at Holiday World. Definitely the best coaster in Indiana. Thunderbird is a very close second, though, because it's a sweet B&M wing coaster. Thunderbird and Voyage are both sweet rides that I really want to ride eventually. They look like some of the best coasters in the world. I don't know. But Voyage looks like the best Woody out there. Arkansas again. So, yeah, Arkansas, their coasters aren't the best. I'm going to go with Arkansas Twister. I know it's a wooden coaster. It has some airtime moments, I guess. I don't know. But there's 3 spins left for each team. So we have 6 spins left in total. So let's see. And we get Texas. Iron Rattler, period. Iron Rattler is probably the next coaster I'm going to choose. Great ride. It has some sweet inversions. And the computer's not working. What the? Kind of weird problem right there. But I'm going to go with Iron Rattler at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Great RMC. In POVs, the layout could look kind of weak, but it's a sweet ride with awesome airtime. The drop looks pretty good. The inversions, there's only one, but it looks like a great inversion. So, Iron Rattler, great coaster. Definitely the best coaster at Fiesta Texas. North Carolina, I'm going with what most people say the #1 coaster in the world, Fury 325. Some people disagree like I do. I think some other coasters can be better than that, but Fury, I've heard about it being inconsistent when it comes to the ride. Like in the daytime, it isn't as good, but at night, it's like super good. That's what it's like for some of those modern Cedar Fair coasters like Valraven. And once again, we got Arkansas. So, yeah. Now we have to go with the Gauntlet, which is a Vekoma SLC. Kind of a weird ride. And so far we have 7 coasters. We have 1 more spin for Team 1 to close them out. And now we have 2 more spins for Team 2. Indiana again. We're going with the T-Bird at Holiday World. Thunderbird, great B&M wing coaster. It has some nice intensity, some sweet inversions, and it's just a fun coaster. It has some awesome elements, and it just seems like just a pure fun ride. Plus, it seems like it can be more forceful than other wing coasters because it has better elements, and the first launch looks awesome. So let's move on to New York. I'm going with Coney Island Cyclone. Yeah, in New York. So Coney Island Cyclone, the only coaster I could think of from New York. So let's move on to the final spin of Team 2, and then we'll have our full coaster lineups, and then I'll review them for quite a few seconds, and then we'll end the video from there. And you guys can post your thoughts in the comments below. So the coaster place we got was Maine. So Maine, their coasters aren't the best, I bet. I don't really know what coasters are in Maine, but it looks like we got them for the first time. We got some Wild Mouse coasters, Orient Express. It's a kiddie coaster. I don't want to use that. I don't really know too much about any of these coasters, so I'm just gonna go with the only wooden coaster in Maine, Excalibur. So it's a CCI, alright. I don't know if it's rough or smooth or not, but it seems decent enough. So here are the collections. Aftershock, Goliath, and Phantom's Revenge are some awesome coasters. Voyage, best wooden coaster out there, possibly. Iron Rattler, great RMC. So the first coaster lineup has a great top 5, and then the other 3 coasters are just okay to bad. With Looping Thunder being not that good. Gauntlet's an SLC, so it's not that good. And then Coney Island Cyclone's okay, but it's old and rough, so yeah. Moving on to Kumba, or the second coaster collection with Kumba, X Coaster, which I've heard that is decent. SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge is a solid ride. Storm Chaser and Fury are some awesome coasters. Thunderbird is awesome, and then there's some decent Woodies in there. So it could go either way for what coaster collection is better. The collection on the right has better depth, while the left side has some sweet rides, but not as much depth. But thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.